we have an environment where fruit trees grow, other things grow, but we're not using a lot of pesticides. That seems to be the big difference. In areas where there is heavy pesticide use, we have heavy colony collapse and bees are dying off. Here, bees are doing well. And I think it's no coincidence that pesticides are largely absent from the environment. Many other things are the same, but the lack of pesticides in an otherwise good agricultural area, I think has allowed bees to thrive and continue to thrive.
David King, and I'm the chair of the Seed Library of Los Angeles.
And so I was speaking with some beekeepers at their monthly meeting last week, and they said that when an Africanized colony sees a European queen, they will, quote, nail her, and then as a result, 95% of her progeny will be the strongest, which will be the Africanized version. What do we say to that? Is that true?
I think the Africanized situation is so overblown. It's just a big political rhetoric. I think people talk about Africanized honeybees as a way to sell product or sell fear. I don't think that the Africanized situation is present hardly at all. Most of the bees that we have today have a combination of genetic material. The Africanized honeybee does protect its hive much more aggressively than a Europeanized honeybee. But the truth of the matter is they're also better pollinators. So to me, the idea of Africanized, there are no Africanized bees at this point. They're all a mixture. They have both genetic material. I think 95% of the hives in LA County have evidence of both genes. So to talk about Africanized honeybees is really it's a smokescreen for some other agenda.
But wouldn't Africanized bees have more tendency to, say, swarm?
If there were, yes, but there aren't. Right? They released in Brazil. They've had to make it all the way up here from Brazil. In the meantime, they've been crossing with European honeybees the whole distance. So the amount of aggressiveness that remains in an Africanized bee is much reduced. It's not nearly what it was several years ago.
And okay, when it comes to bees in an R1 zone, would they be healthier than bees out in a farm?
Probably so, because of less pesticides. The neonicotinoidals, it's hard to say, right? Are strongly indicated as being a damaging factor in the bees.
And would also be like an urban heat island effect, or
well, certainly it is, because you're not going to spray those heavy-duty pesticides in a city, right? And so the bees can thrive in a city. Plus, in our city especially, we have flowers 365 days of the year, so bees are not ever going to go into a dearth of pollen or a dearth of honey. It gets a little bit less, a little bit more, a little bit less, but it doesn't go away completely.
And how would those backyard bees contribute to bees out on the farm?
Because they can persist here. The bees in the farm are dying off because of colony collapse disorder. At some point, we're going to have to be able to replenish those hives.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.